And hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I just thought I'd give this Pacer Pack, this 142 Pacer Pack a little go. I know many people have already covered it now. Nevertheless, I thought I'd give it a quick look. So let's start off in Cardiff Bay, shall we? And head to Cardiff Queen Street. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, he says. Hopefully that should do it now. Right, I'm on PC today, so let's get everything set up. Get the master key in, get this to forward, or neutral forward. What else we need to sort out? Safety systems. Get that undone. I think there's another one here. Normal. Switch our DRA off because that catches me out. Sort our lights out. Day. Nicely written in by hand there with the upgrade it had. Instrument panel is on. Destination on. And yeah, that's about it, I think. And oh, obviously we need to unlock our doors. I suppose I should do this wherever we're going. Where did it say we were going? Cardiff Bay? Cardiff... Was it Cardiff? Cardiff something, wasn't it? Is it the next one? Queen Street, I think it was, wasn't it? Let's just have a quick look on the schedule. Queen Street, yes. Right, so let's just have a quick look outside. Yeah. Well, it doesn't say Queen Street on there, does it? Anyway, it says Cardiff. It'll do. Right, so we're just waiting for everyone to get on. Just have a little bit of a nose in the background there. It's down to the bay. Okay. Right. We'll just give this a run up, and we might run it back as well. That's what's quite nice about some of the runs on here. You can just jump back into another train at the station and carry on some other service from there rather than nipping back to the timetable. Right, lock the doors. Okay, so shall we give them a buzz? Right, release our brakes. Something a bit odd with the audio with them, but right. Hello there, Ethan. You haven't missed anything yet, Ethan. I've just literally started, actually. We're just leaving Cardiff Bay and heading up into Cardiff. Queen Street, is it? I hope you're having a good day anyway. I just thought I'd give this a quick go, because most of the YouTubers have covered it quite thoroughly now, and including the devs and Dovetail last night as well. So there's not really much more I can really say about it, really. Only it's quite a nice pack. Nice new little introduction to the route, to add a little bit more variety. so there she is. She looks really nice. Hello there, Super Sprinter. Nice to see you. Yes, it is a nice, a lovely little add-on, Ethan. It's certainly attracted me back to giving the... because I haven't really given this route a proper play with, really, to be honest with you. Because I'm not normally a big fan of stop-start type of timetables, but recently, with playing them more often, I've started getting into them, and I find that with there being quite a few stops, it helps develop your stopping skills, doesn't it? Yeah, so here we are, coming into Cardiff, Queen Street. There we go. Right, I think what we'll try and do is we'll try and oops, just get that into off. Oh, hang on. Why is that? Right, I want to get that into off and take this key out, and let's see if we can drive this back, shall we? It wants us to lock the doors though, so we'll just lock the doors. Right, so if we press continue, go back to free roam, and see if we can drive this back now. Quite like doing this. Probably what see if this chap will let me get in his seat. Yeah, he will. Right, okay. So it's asking me to unlock the doors, but the doors are unlocked, aren't they? Oh no, they're shut. Right, let's open them. Have they opened? I haven't heard them open. Oh, that's kind of a shame. Does that mean I have to unlock them by hand then? How do we... oh, they've opened now. Have they all opened? Yes, they have. Right, great stuff. Okay, okay. Brilliant. So, let's get back in the chair. Let's get our master key in. And get this into forward. What else do we need to set up on here? Oh, I tell you what I didn't do in the back. I didn't switch my... my lights to tail, did I? Destination light on. That's on. Okay, lock the doors. We haven't really got any time to nip back and do the tail lights, have we? Right, and the door's closing. Perhaps this is a bad idea. But the doors are not closing. Let's have a look. See if I can. I'll just have to do them manually this way then, won't I? Right. Open this. And which one's for closing the doors? Close. Door closed. Released. Is that it? Right. Okay. Right. See if that lets us go. Okay. Right, my DRA is on there, isn't it? So that needs to be off. Let's get going. Alright. Ethan, I've been playing it, and all I can say is Just Trains did it again. Yeah, they're very good, Just Trains, aren't they? I mean, you know, that's been shown thoroughly throughout their Blackpool branches route, and obviously the Preston to Carlisle route, which is just still totally amazing. And I haven't got through everything on that route yet and completed. There's just so much to do on there. So yeah, perfection. It looks great. How's my day been, Dave? It's not been too bad. I've just given the dogs. I've got 2 Jack Russells, but I have to walk them separately because they don't get on. So I have to go on 2 walks. So I've walked 4 miles today in total. Safety systems. Oh, I didn't put my safety systems on, did I? With swapping over cabs. Right, let's get the brake on. Wow, I love the sort of, oh dear, I'm stuck in the hedges here. I love the look of the temporary Transport for Wales, what's it called, livery. Nice lovely little touch. So I come from North Wales, so I'm not totally familiar with South Wales, but I have been to Cardiff a couple of times and spent a lot of my time down here in Cardiff Bay. I did some Doctor Who extra work some years ago when David Tennant was Doctor Who, which was really exciting. So they did the filming in the Senedd, the Welsh Parliament, or whatever you call it. And then up at the Wales Museum, just near the castle. So that was a really exciting moment, meeting David Tennant and playing around on set with all the props and the monsters and everything. Right, here we go. Okay, we made it on time. We're a little bit late because I was faffing around there, wasn't I? With the doors. Doors are not opening. Have they opened? No, they haven't. Obviously, it doesn't let you jump in from service to service. Did I leave that key in there, or do I need to put it in again? Right, there we go. Okay, and let's open this. And I've probably done something wrong somewhere, haven't I? Why isn't that opening now? Door panel lock. Did I open the right? Perhaps that's the wrong button. Local. Door open ready. It's that one, is it? No, it's not that one. Which one is it then? What have I done wrong? Is it because I haven't put a key in here? Oh, it was in. Right, let's try again then. Ah, there we go. Brilliant. Excellent. Wow, I'm getting knocked over here. I'm probably going to have to close them manually as well, I think. Snake biters. Oh my god, I love Doctor Who, my favourite show. Time and relative dimensions in space. Yeah, I'll just lock this door. Yeah, time and relative dimension in space. Are you referring to there They did do kind of a drama, didn't they? Didn't they, with sort of covering William Hartnell's life? And I think they might have called it that. I might be getting it mixed up with something else. But time and relative dimensions in space stands for TARDIS, doesn't it? If it has time travel, it's my kind of thing. Brilliant. And Doctor Who has a lot of time travel. It certainly does. Right. So we've done that. So let's go back to the timetable. Rather than just driving to and from Cardiff Bay and Queen Street. What we'll do is we'll give something else a run, something longer. We'll just do that livery again. Let's just have a look. That seems a longer one, doesn't it? It's 25 minutes. Let's give that a go, and then we'll give the Class 37 a go, and hopefully the 152. Custom weather, we'll put it in June. We've got enough autumn miserable weather going on, haven't we? So let's just bring a little bit of brightness into it. I put my 50% cloud in because it just adds extra depth to the sky. Yes, that's what TARDIS stands for, time and relative dimensions in space. I was thinking a little bit too deeply in it because I think they did make a documentary called Time and Relative Dimensions in Space, or Dimensions in Time, I think it might have been called, actually. Right, so Barry Island to Aberdare. So let's get everything switched on. Key in. Into forward. Let's get our safety system sorted out in advance this time, shall we? Get the flap down. Get that to normal. Sorry, when you're on console, it's quite sensitive. I don't think there's any other switches here, is there? I think that is it. Of course, we need to unlock the doors. Let's get our lights sorted out. It's the buzzer. Let's get it to day. Yep. Instrument panel is on. Destination on. Let's see if we can get this to... It did say Aberdare, didn't it? That was it. We've just gone past it. Right. Lock the doors. I need a little bit more time to prepare, really. It's all a bit too much having to change this up here. Right, okay. I think that's it. We're all ready to... Oh, we haven't released our DRA, have we? Alright, let's go. Right, our first stop is in Grangetown. So, Snakebiters, are you a Doctor Who fan for both series, the classic series and the new series, or do you gravitate more to the new series or the old series? I do like the new series, particularly when it first came back in 2025 with Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant. Up until Matt Smith, kind of started to lose interest with it, really. I think the writing became a little bit poor, and it just wasn't lighting me boat as much as the classic series and the original first return of the new Doctor in 2025. But my all-time favourite Doctor Who is Tom Baker. But yeah, brilliant that Cardiff has been Doctor Who's base during its production during the last few years, and Cardiff being heavily utilised in a lot of the location filming, which is doubled for London in some cases. So yeah, I've actually got a bit of a story about when I was an extra on Doctor Who, because we were doing night filming, and the filming finished at what time was it? Around about 4:30 in the morning. So I then had to catch an early train about 5 o'clock-ish back up to North Wales. I was dying for a cup of tea, but there was no trolley person on board that early in the morning when I asked the guard, and I think he could see I was desperate for a cuppa. So when we stopped at the next station, he took me off the train, and he took me into the staff room and he made me a cup of tea with the other train drivers and staff. So I thought that was very kind of him. That's one of the kindest things anybody's ever done for me. I mean, he didn't need to do that. I'm sure he wouldn't be allowed to do that today, but very nice of him. So I got to have tea and biscuits with the train driver. Right, I seem to be suffering with a little bit of stuttering there. I haven't given this route a full run yet to compile all my shaders, so I'll put it down to that. Right, let's get those doors open. Snakebiters. I went back and watched all of the old ones. Well, most. I still have a few more to go. Yes, they're brilliant. Oh, did I not open the doors? They're open now, anyway. Anyway, it's looking gorgeous, and I love this livery as well. And we've got another one coming in. Oops, I keep getting stuck in the shrubbery, making my camera shake. Right, I'm being asked to lock the doors. There we go. So that's one of the new additions. The doors have been restyled for this version. Right, we're going uphill, so we need quite a bit of throttle here. This might be challenging in the wet or in the snow, which would be worth giving a go. There's nothing like a good challenge when there's adverse weather. So you went back to, all the way back to the Unearthly Child with William Hartnell, yes, where it all started. It's quite funny, the first episode of Doctor Who, I think they filmed at least twice. They might have filmed it 3 times, which was unheard of back in the day, because science fiction was quite a new thing to the BBC, and the pilot episode made William Hartnell look quite aggressive, really, and there was a few technical mishaps on set, so they reshot it. Even me mum likes the old ones around the Tom Baker era. Yes, I've met Tom in real life as well. He's it's quite nice. Well, it's quite strange meeting your real, your childhood hero, because but he was a great guy to me. We spent about 10 minutes chatting with each other, talking about our dogs. He had a dog, I don't know if he's still got it, called Poppy. And we had a photo taken together as well, which I cherish. Oh dear, we got a red light coming up here. Oh my god. Oh, We were lucky there. We would have stopped just in time, but oh dear. Anyway, let's get going. Too busy chatting and not paying too much attention to my signals. Right, I think because I used the emergency, there's a bit of a delay here. Just give it a minute. I think it needs to reset. I think our driver would have spatted. I can't get it going now. Maybe if I press the AWS, maybe that'll kind of... Yeah, I don't know whether the AWS did help then, but we're back in action anyway. Ethan, my mum likes the old one. Yes, Snakebite. I do love the reboot as well, though. Probably more than the originals now. I started with Rose with Christopher Eccleston. Yes. Look at me with speed in here now. It's a great episode, that one. I visited all the locations for filming of that, which were all done round Cardiff. Some of which doesn't exist in Cardiff now, because since that was filmed, a lot of things have changed around the city centre. You're still salty with the BBC recorded over some of the old episodes. Yeah, there's rumours at the moment that there have been some missing episodes found, because some of those missing episodes did end up in collectors' hands, and all the fans are eagerly awaiting to hear if they have been successfully retrieved, and whether and whatever those episodes are, I don't know, but there's a lot of speculation. This is turning into a Doctor Who stream, isn't it? But I don't mind. In fact, I prefer having a chat about different things, really. It's nice to hear other people's interests and experiences and whatnot. So here we are. How many stations have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's quite good. Oh, look. Oh, we're at the back. For a moment there, I thought that was the front. Let's have a look. Snakebiters, they thought no one would want to rewatch them. Yes, that's right. There wasn't such a thing as video machines back in the 70s. So they didn't see there being any value in them because they were in black and white and TV had gone over to colour. So they decided to clear out the archives or tape over them, because videotape was quite expensive in those days. So often shows were taped over. Why do they make such a pain to come back out of emergency again? LOL. It's like a puzzle to get. I know, especially because different locos react differently to the emergency mode. Some will just pull off. Apologies for my speed in here. I'm watching chat, you see. So I do get in a bit of a flummox when I go into emergency mode, because it's not something you do every day, and then when you end up in it, it's hard to remember how to get back out of it. It's not too bad when you do it in private play, because you can take your time, but when you're in a live stream you feel under pressure to try and get out of the muddle. Mind you, I was watching Matt last night as well. He got stuck here in the Class 37. I think the Class 37 went into a bit of an emergency mode. Yeah, it'd be great if they do find some episodes again. They have surfaced over the years. But the chances are becoming less and less unlikely. The only ones which are really going to, if there is any more, it's going to be those ones which did fall into hands of private collectors. So we can only hope and keep our fingers crossed. Oh dear, look, I've missed this damn speed limit again. I always get caught out with the speed limits around here. Okay, get the doors open. Ethan, you love the new interior of the 142. Yes, it does look good. Can we get in here with a camera? Yes, the seats look great, don't they? I can't remember what you call the design. There's a name for it. I love the seats. We've got some time-travelling people disappearing into thin air there. So that fits in with my Doctor Who chat. They've been zapped into another universe. Right, let's get the doors locked. Dave, Super Sprinter, how's your day been? It's not been too bad. It's not been too bad. I was getting a little bit stressed before this stream though, because I'd set everything up for the stream. Again, as usual, I just sort of do last minute off the cuff streams rather than scheduling them. But I'm hoping to schedule a regular slot somewhere. So that people know where I am at least once a week. Hopefully I get that sorted soon. But I've been out with the dogs. As I was saying earlier, I've because the dogs don't get along, I have to do separate walks with them. So in total, I've done 4 hours of walking. Come back and hope that they would just fall asleep. But then just before I was about to stream, the young one, the puppy one, who's more or less, he's as good as toilet trained now. But in fact, to be fair on him, I think he was shouting me to let him out. But I was setting everything up for the stream, and when I went in the kitchen, there was a big puddle in there, wasn't there? So I was cleaning that up and thought I was going to be late for the stream then, and so I was all kind of stressed out before even starting. Well, I'm all right. Snakebite, I think someone made animated versions of the lost episode, so that's better than nothing, they say. Yeah, Ian Levine, who's a big fan of Doctor Who, but a very controversial fan of Doctor Who, because he's very outspoken, and he's not frightened of saying what he wants to say, but he is the guy who raised the money to get all the missing episodes produced in AI. But also what Ian Levine needs to be given a lot of credit for is if it wasn't for him, there would be a lot more missing episodes in the Doctor Who archive. He was able to save many that were getting skipped during the late 80s. So yeah, him and the many fans had raised money together so that he was able to pay a team of guys to reproduce the episodes in AI as faithfully as they possibly can be, because there are audio recordings of all the episodes that exist, which come from people like Ian Levine, who used to record Doctor Who from their TV set using their cassette recorder, which is a bit of a crude way of doing it, but they were done relatively well enough so that the BBC could restore the at least the audio of the missing episodes. No, Snakebites, nothing beats the real episodes, though. Yes, you can't beat the real ones. Right, so we've got quite a big gap here now between the last station and the next one. Apologies for the stuttering. I haven't driven the entire route on PC yet to compile the shaders, so you might see some significant stutters here and there. I thought I'd driven most of the route to compile the shaders, but obviously I've not. Yeah, there's cartoon ones as well, Snakebite. Some of the animation ones. Oh God, we need to break here. Some of the animated ones, which were officially released by the BBC, are okay, especially the early ones. But the later ones weren't as faithful to the program, and so I stopped collecting them. I think the AI has definitely got more potential. Do you think going on the route as a passenger would build the shaders, or not really? I think so. I think they will. I think it does the same thing. So it's an easier way of kind of doing it. Be less frustrating, because the stuttering can be quite frustrating. Got my throttle on. Right, there we go. Passenger mode is your life hack. For that, yeah. It's only recently I've been 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 building, because I originally started off as a Xbox player, and I've got more or less all of the UK routes on the Xbox. Only I've had my PC upgraded recently, so that I can do video work and streaming and editing and stuff. And I decided to also rebuild my collection on PC, and I was quite lucky because when I just had my PC upgraded, there was the Autumn Steam sale, so I was able to quite cheaply rebuild my collection on PC through that sale. Still eye-watering all in one go though. And there's another Steam sale on just at the moment, so that the last few pieces I'm missing, I've bought a couple yesterday. Like this is in the sale. I bought this the other day, this Cardiff route. I think there's 40% off this route at the moment on Steam, and I think also on PlayStation. Sadly not on Xbox, and sadly Xbox does fall short of sales. Which is something to do with Xbox themselves, not with Dovetail, sadly. So, but hopefully, there's normally one big Xbox sale. There was last year anyway, so hopefully there will be one soon. There has been a couple of items on sale through Xbox, but not a big sale like there's been on Steam and PlayStation. God, it's so hard driving and streaming. And anyway, I was playing this flawlessly last night when I was on my own. There we go. Ah, that was a horrible screech. Unlock the doors. Oh, sorry, Yvonne, you've had a message deleted. Streamlabs is very strict, so you may have been using capital letters. Or maybe you did a link or something or another. Right, lock the doors. Super Sprinter. After about 15 hours doing my own route on West Coast Main Line, Brum to Crewe, I've had no problem. I think it's to do with their AI trains causing all the problems. Yeah. It's been playing quite fine on PC. But there's some areas where I'm suffering with severe stuttering, where I used to have major texture issues when playing it on Xbox. But there is a fix due soon, I believe, on the next patch, which hopefully will be within the first couple of weeks of December. Right, so let's have a look at the timetable. Snakebiters Black Friday sale to the 1st on Steam. Yes, so I'll probably end up picking up a couple of other things on there. Right, so what we're going to do now, we've done a few pacer journeys, so let's we'll finish off with a Class 37. So we'll do a 150 tour now, shall we? Oh, it looks like I've done a couple. Well, we'll do one that's been done. We'll do one that's been done because hopefully the the shaders will be okay. Because I've already driven it. Right, cloud level. Let's give that a go anyway. Ah, you had the caps locked on, I see. Alright, so Barry Island to Aberdare. Have we just done this? The same route, have we? Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Let's just do it. Let's get our safety systems switched on. And over here. A TPWS. I think there's some vigilance somewhere. I think that's it. Let's get in our chair. And did I do all that? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, open the doors. Sort all our lights out. Instrument lights. And I think that's it. Yep. Right, let's just have a quick look outside. Alright, it's asking me to lock the doors. I love all the liveries that the 150 has been graced with recently. I love this one. I love the one on the Great Western Railways one in green, which is on the Riviera, and the other Transport for Wales. I've just reopened my doors. Alright, okay, let's get back in the cab. You do like the ex-Riviera, the ex-livery. You mean the this livery that we've got on at the moment? We've got Pacer coming towards us. I find it quite amazing how, because really it's very much like a tube service, isn't it? This Cardiff Network route kind of operates in the same manner in which the you know, the commuter routes around London, particularly the tube. So I find it quite amazing how we've got all these, that we've had all these old diesels for quite some time running on these lines, because obviously they're not very environmentally friendly, are they? And the Welsh Assembly, the Welsh Government are very pro-green and environmentally friendly with a lot of their funding projects. It's just a shame they didn't put money where it's needed in the NHS. Sorry about that, but being one who's been greatly affected by the services of the NHS in Wales, and being a Welshman, I'm allowed to say that. It's a disgrace the way the NHS is ran in Wales. Many lives have been lost as a consequence of the terrible NHS service we have, particularly here in North Wales under Betsy Cadwallader. Yes, I'm going to name and shame them. They've hurt and broken my family. Too bad. Anyway, I'll try and get away from all that, and let's get back on track, literally on track. Is it this station we stop at? I do like me 150. Alright, let's get the doors open. Lock the doors. Super Sprinter, Rex Tactics, just say hello, nobody's gonna bite. Yeah, if anybody's in chat or sitting aside, don't feel afraid to say hello. Or ask anything. The more chat the better, because it'll keep me focused on things I should be talking about rather than me moaning about the Welsh NHS. Dear. God, I do segue into different subject areas. Right. And I'm speeding as soon as I come out of the station. Right, I need to look at my HUD, don't I, to keep an eye on speed limits. Because I've just been driving along without looking at the HUD, really. We've got 15 miles an hour coming up soon, anyway. Light's gone green this time. I was caught out last time, wasn't I? Alright, we need to get this to 15. Lovely sound of the pacer going past. I think people were asking Tom last night if, or the night before on his stream, whether the sounds had been reworked, because some people thought they sounded different, but apparently not. From what he could gather from the rest of his team, not new recordings anyway. There may have been just a couple of little tiny tweaks on the sounds, but otherwise but they do sound great. I do know Just Trains are very strict on getting the best sounds they possibly can as their recordings. very thorough with their research. Which must be more difficult, you know, when they're doing stuff from the past as well. You know, but it must be a more exciting and interesting way of developing a route when having to do research into railways from a different era. Let's get the doors open. Ethan, I would like to see more underground add-ons because we only got one so far. Yeah, it's it would. Do you know what? I haven't played the underground for a while. Wow, that's pretty tough going, that driving that underground, because once you start flipping late with the timetable slots, it's so easily and quickly fall behind on the timetable. But it's like with everything, isn't it? It just needs plenty of kind of practice, really. I always struggle with the initial getting the thing going at the very beginning, if you're starting it from cold. Yeah, but it would be nice to see some more underground stuff. It's a shame it wasn't integrated with the West Coast Main Line South, really. Because part of it wasn't it? Right. Have we still got the doors on? Yeah. Right, let's lock the doors. How many more stops have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right. Let's get going. Oh. I see. I was wondering how I picked up speed so quickly then, and it's because we're going downhill, isn't it? And then we start climbing again. Even one thing that confuses me is that the 802 are not an electric mode when they come into Cardiff. Yeah, because it is electrified, isn't it? Oh, right, that's interesting to know. I didn't know that. I haven't seen any yet, to be honest, in the AI traffic. God, surely it's easy just to walk from the station to Cardiff Station. God, 15 miles an hour feels awfully slow, doesn't it? Is that our stop sign there? Yeah. By this lady in the black dress. Yeah, get the door open. Super Sprinter. I'm on GTA 5 online modder with tools. I can see YouTube watchers in the background. Right. That's interesting. Right. God, I haven't played GTA 5 in ages. I didn't really dabble with the online version of it because it was full of hackers. And I remember getting into a game with someone where he devised his own scenario or whatever it was, and I was just stuck in a room with him without any weapons, and he was just farming you know, points and scoring, and there was no way I could get out of the game other than to just completely shut down my Xbox. But the actual campaign is for GTA 5 is just brilliant. It's just fantastic. I don't think that can ever be beaten. And my favourite character being Trevor. It would have made a brilliant film, but saying that, would it have done? You know, because the game holds its own as it is. Tell you what, it's really difficult driving this route when trying to read the chat as well, because the stops are so frequent. Where's this platform? I can't see it. Certainly can't see it now. Alright, let's get our brakes on. About to use step 2 there. Totally off of my stop marker, but never mind. Do a drive-away shot, shall we? At least try to, anyway. Oops. From about here, say? Can I look down the track? Right, so that's my position then. Okay. Oh, we're actually keeping on time despite me chittering away. Snake biters, wow, that's brutal. Ethan, hackers ruin the fun. Snake biters, I think they have found the hacker, but I've missed that one. Eye candy, basically. Right, get these doors closed. Here she goes. Wow. Lovely. It's beautiful, isn't it? The way they just glide along these tracks. When you're actually driving them, they don't, because of the noise and the bumping around, they don't feel so smooth. But when you're watching them as a train spot gliding along those rails, it's just beautiful. Right, so our next stop is in 2.2 miles. Ethan, going to get a hot chocolate. Okay, very nice. Yes, it's gone awfully dark outside now, isn't it? It was light when I started streaming. So hot chocolate inside, out of the rain. Sounds like a good idea. .3 miles to go. I see you're all having a chat about modders and hackers. I can't provide any input on hackers and modders. I haven't a clue. I've never dabbled in any of it. But I've been caught out a few times where I have been hacked. As I say, in GTA 5 and even had my damn Microsoft account hacked once as well. Not so long ago, and it's quite a frightening experience because I wasn't quite sure on how they were able to hack the account. I nearly lost all my Xbox games and everything. Thankfully, I was able to retrieve it all in the end, but left me feeling a little bit shaken. It's like having your house broken into, but not knowing how they managed to break in. Alright, here's our stop marker. Right, unlock the door. Oh, lock the doors already. Right, one more station and then we'll hop into the Class 37. Oh no, my dog's just jumped off the settee and left behind a horrible smelly fart. I'm gonna choke in a minute. That was a smelly one. A very smelly fart. It's that smelly he's had to run away himself to get away from the smell. And I've got to sit here and carry on. Oh, dogs, they do keep you busy. yellow. Right, what lights have we got here? Need to drop to 20 as well, which we're not going to be able to do without severe braking. Never mind. I should have known, really, because we've just driven up here, haven't we? Do like the sound of the brakes. There we go. And there we go. So we've done a pacer and we've done a 150. So all we need to do now is the Class 37. Obviously we've not toured the entire route. It'd be interesting to look at the scenarios though, although I won't do them on this stream because tea time is upon us. But I will have a look at the scenarios because I think there's a few depot moves and I kind of like that kind of thing. I particularly like scenarios which have plenty of involvement. Because I've noticed some scenarios in recent releases have just been a kind of like straightforward timetable journeys, really, which is a bit disappointing. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the one I did the other day. In fact, I think that's the longest one on here. Apparently, during this era, there was a couple of Class 37s hanging about around Cardiff, and we're doing a couple of passenger runs, so I think that's what this represents. As you can see, it doesn't say in the description there, as a rail tour. I doubt she would have had this particular livery, though. But it's a Class 37, isn't it? So... But when I was watching Dovetail's stream last night with Tom from Just Trains, I did mention in the chat when he brought out the Class 37, I said we need a BR blue Tom with a domino head code box, and he agreed. Hopefully someday we might see that. I do like the livery on the Class 37, the modern day Class 37 they've got in the game from the Southeastern line. I was playing with it the other night. Quite like that. Right, we got our safety systems on, get our master key in, get ourselves into forward. We'll get the straight brake on, get our loco brake off, released, get the doors open, and let's get our headlight on. Let's have a look up here, instrument lights, route light, and I think, is that it? Yes, it is. Let's just take a quick look outside at this beast. Whoa, look at her. Yeah, it looks a bit plain without the domino head code box. Those lights don't look like they're on, do they? I did switch them on, didn't I? Did I switch them on? On. Headlights on, yeah. Is there another switch then for the other light? It's confused me, that is, because they don't look like they're on, do they? Anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But if anybody knows where the switch is for the marker lights, I'd like to know. Because I thought the route indicator light acted as the the marker lights. Anyway, wherever. Lock the doors. Let's get going. Oh, I haven't took my brake off, have I? Silly naughty boy. Right, our first stop is in 2.5 miles. Is that the only stop anyway? No, we got 2 stops. Let's see if I can do this last journey of this stream without breaking speed limits. Ethan's back. My dogs have now snuggled up around me because they know it's tea time. So I'm on borrowed time now. Anyway, let's thrash this, shall we? Yes. Let's go. The Cardiff Beast has arrived. Beautiful. You can't beat a 37. I hope that light wasn't on. Alright, we need to drop this speed. And now she's just doing that usual purr. That lovely little purr. Just everything about the Class 37, the sound of the brakes, the engine, the look. this steampunk type of feel to the cab. Love it. I should look in the liveries, shouldn't I? See if there's a decent BR blue livery for it. Breaking the speed limit here. I did say I was going to try and, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just falling in love with the Class 37 all over again. There's something kind of endearing with the nose. It makes, to me, the engine feels quite dominant over the rest of the railway. Gives the illusion you're quite high up compared to all the other engines too. We got a TV licensing guy here, so if you're living in Cardiff and you haven't paid your TV license, oh no, oh, he's disappeared. Right, we're just waiting now at Cardiff Queen Street. Anyway, has anybody else in the chat who's bought this yet and had a go? Are you liking it? Or still thinking of getting it? If you already had the Cardiff route and enjoyed it, then I can safely say you'll probably enjoy this additional pack, which brings some new life into it. And if you haven't got the Cardiff route, you can buy it in the sale if you're on PlayStation or Steam. Sadly, unfortunately, not on Xbox at the moment. So you can pick it up from there. There's always Creators Club liveries. Yeah, I'll have to go and have a nosy and see what there is. Right. We've been given the green light. Here we go, folks. Creative Industries, Wales. There's no point in me really increasing the speed, is there? Because we've got a 15 coming straight up anyway. It's nice to just glide in along here though. Even when the Class 37's going slow, she looks rather graceful. In fact, I'm gonna do a Class 37 stream tonight, I think, where I stream the free variants of the Class 37 in their designated routes. Although I'm not too keen on the Cornwall route, to be honest. It always feels so dark on that route, even in the height of summer. I think British Ace mentioned something about that the other day, that the older routes tend to be a lot darker for some reason. Because he was playing the Brighton to London, Victoria. Is that where he works, actually? Because he's a guard, isn't he? He's a train guard. Is that the route he actually works? I can't remember now. So we're purring in to our final stop. I hope this has given you a good insight, if you haven't already seen all the other streams and videos that I've been out, because there's been quite a few. But I thought I'd give it a go. Wow, look at all this diesel in the air. Probably one of the worst Class 37 stops I've ever done. Never mind. And I'm going to halt it there. And we'll let the passengers out. So there's Cardiff. And from that shot, she looks very well represented. Pacer just pulling in. Oh, we've got a Voyager over there, have we? Oh no, it's not a Voyager. I just saw the cross-country livery. Thought it was a Voyager for a moment. Right, lock the doors. There we go. I haven't got any badges because I've already driven this service before, so but not too bad considering it was a live stream, I guess. Right, back into free roam. Okay, so there we have it, folks. So from the beginning of the stream, I've driven the Pacer from Cardiff Bay and back. We've done a journey as well in the Pacer across the network, and one of the timetable journeys with the 150, and finished off nice and neatly with the old girl here, the old 37. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And I'm looking forward to doing whatever the next stream will be. Any ideas, let me know if there's something you'd like me to see me drive or do. But thanks for coming along. Please like and subscribe, it does help, so thank you very much. Ethan, oh sorry, Snakebite, yeah, Snakebite looks really nice. We'll be getting this route, yes. I think it's worth it. Ethan, is this where the stream ends? No. Yeah, unfortunately, Ethan. But thank you for coming along, and thanks for saying hello to me the other night in one of the streams. I can't remember which stream it was. But I'll see you very soon. I don't know if I'll be back on tonight, but maybe tomorrow night I might do that Class 37 stream maybe. I'll have a think. But I've got a few video ideas I want to put together as well, and I'm just not getting into producing them at the moment, but hopefully I'll get them produced soon. I've got some exciting ideas anyway. Anyway, thanks very much. I'm going to go and feed my dogs now and have some tea, so thank you. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all... Oops. I will see you all very soon.